as he gives his welcome address.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Please celebrate Mr. Oscar for us for now. And let me start by saying you have no idea what's going to happen to you today. It's going to be wow. Okay. It's really, really going to be wow. And I remember in Abuja, at the end, I was now asking them, I said, did you see why I said you should come? You know, and everybody was saying, really? In fact, most people were chatting me to say, that they kept thinking in their mind that, you know, funny enough, if I wasn't here, I wouldn't even know what I missed, right? I wouldn't even know what I missed. So you are in for a wonderful time. The question is, why was this event important to me? Why right now we're almost 200 million naira that has gone into this event, and we have not even sold tickets to worth 50 million. And so why did we do it? And I'll share this. I think I'm sharing this publicly for the first time. I had a meeting with Bishop Oyedepo, I think in November, and it was one-on-one. It was just the two of us, nobody else in his home office. And I had to ask him the honest question, and most of you have been asking those questions. Why are churches growing and businesses are not growing? Okay? And he said something very powerful I will never forget. He said, when we started ministry, we took it, serious, like it was a business. We were the ones who started wearing suits, who started going to having church, having office. He said, what we met, as a pastor, you tie your wrapper, you move around in the morning, you pray in tongues, right? Maybe a few people visit you. You didn't even have an office. And he said, but one of the things we then started doing was to train ministers. He said, in those days when we do ministers' conference, if 200 people gather, we say the whole country gathered. He said, but we kept at it. We kept at it. We kept at it. We kept at it. Today, people see it and say churches are growing. Say, you, Dr. Silva, I don't know whether you've been doing it, right? But if you can just start pouring into your people and just keep raising businesses, keep training entrepreneurs, say 30 years from now, the story will be the same thing. Why are businesses growing in Nigeria? Yeah, you can clap. Okay? And for me, that was a matching order. Typically, this conference used to be 40 people, 50 people thing. I don't know if you have attended my master class, we just take it round. And for me, that was a matching order to say, you know what, we're going to scale these meetings. Okay? In fact, first, I said maybe I'm going to do, maybe this time around, let's just target, go big on this. You may run at a loss at the first year, but watch the second year, watch the third year, watch 10 years anniversary, watch 20 years anniversary. Am I making sense at all? Because in this contrast, as it's called, is leadership. And we have a way of just overflogging something. What you find more is leadership. Leadership. Business. I don't know if you agree with me. Okay, it's just one aspect of business. Right? There are several other aspects of entrepreneurship, of owning a business, of running a business outside of what? Leadership. And we hardly have conferences that address those issues. And so for me, I said, well, speakers will be vulnerable. I don't know if anybody gave you a gist of Bodhi's session in Abuja. If at some point, I'm sure those who noticed it was a bit. Does he really freely talk, or you were there, right? But after a while, let's give it. Let's share these things. And today is not going to be different. We're going to be having a session with one of the best, brightest management consultant Nigeria has ever produced. Been a consultant for almost 10 years now. We're going to be having the the group CEO of Wakana, who took over Wakana at the time they couldn't pay salary. They were indebted, the company was in shambles. And not only did he turn Wakana around, they now have more than 5 subsidiaries and they're in 15 countries. I thought you were going to clap about that. So, what are the things you can do to turn such a business around? Okay, are we together? And what do you then do? Not just to turn it around, to scale it into something big. You became a CEO of one company struggling. You've expanded it into more than 5. We're also going to be having Mrs. Ogunlesi, the founder of Rough and Tumble. Yeah, you can clap on the track. And she will also be sharing how do you automate your business, right? And how do you somebody addressed me as CEO of Gtext. I'm not the CEO of Gtext. I'm the chairman of Gtext Holdings. Don't make a mistake. And your clap is not tied to. It's different. And that's also the issue in Nigeria. Because sometimes when I address it, people think I want to feel big. No, it's succession. I don't know whether you understand what I'm saying. There is a group CEO, okay? And for me is, can I watch how Gtext will do, right? While I'm young, while I can collect the thing back and run it by myself. Does that make sense at all? And then see how that works. And these are the conversations we need to really have about running business. Because oftentimes, you think it's when you are old, that's when you should put structure. So now every subsidiary of Gtext has an MD. They run it. Okay, and we're constantly, giving them more power, more access. Now they do interviews on media, on TV, on behalf of the company. We're growing that over time. I was with them to meet Bishop Oyedepo on Tuesday. Our group CEO joined us virtually as well. By the way, our group CEO will be training us tomorrow on funding. We brought him in not for show. Somebody told me because he's not in Nigeria. That's not the idea. He's an investment banker over 25 years, worked with Deloitte, worked with who and who. And so his job is to transition us from a bootstrapped business to a business that can attract institutional funding. Is this making sense at all? And so you're able to get multinationals to invest and bring in funding. So these are things we hope that we'll really deep dive into today and share. I will also be really breaking down why do businesses fail? How do you US dollars. And that is over 200 million naira. And it's not a degree, it's a founders and president program. It's called OPM. You can Google it. So this is not the 3 courses, each course is $50,000, $50,000 each. That's $150,000. So when you see me operate at a level, and I just left in March, I went for Grand Cardone 3-day conference, $25,000. So when you see me operate at a level, some will say, but God freely, God has given me. Please, God didn't give me free. I paid to know certain things. I went for conferences, I went for meetings, I sat down with great people, asking questions. It came at a cost. You can't tell me you're a businessman and you cannot invest 1 million on yourself. You cannot invest 5 million to train your mind. You cannot invest 20 million to have a coach. Then you are not serious because the biggest asset of your business is you. And then your employee as well. They are the biggest asset. Last month, we sent 5 of our team for a leadership conference with Mr. Oshima. Right? Costing us millions, over 5 million for each person. Next week, people, we have been telling some of you, join us for Doha trip. Are you aware, my own employees that I'm paying for all expense paid trip, they are more than 20 for that Doha trip. So if I would spend on my own, you can't even spend on yourself. And you call yourself president and founder, CEO, or which other title you give yourself. We need to turn this around. Do you agree with me? Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Business Growth Conference. God bless you. Faith, those things are important.
Don't get me wrong. But they are fundamental principles, because if it belongs to a particular sector or religion or tribe, only those ones will be successful, the others won't. So you have Chinese people who are successful. You have Indians that are successful. Okay? There are some basic principles. So the idea is learn those principles, adapt it in your business, and hopefully we will grow. All right? So what are my 5 buckets for those who are listening? The first one is what? The second? Third? The fourth? And the fifth?
Reputation.
There's a 6th bucket. We just added that bucket now. But on a serious note, please take every opportunity and every moment seriously. And before we move on, the Les Brown video is coming up. I want us to do something very practical and very real time. So if you're interested in pitching your business, put your name and your business on a piece of paper right now and squeeze it and bring it here and dump it here. All right, I'll give you about a minute to do that. Mr. DJ, redeem yourself.
I was looking for a paper to write it on, so now I remember I have one in my bag.
Should he put it in? Why should he put it in? You see, that thing that is making you hesitate, that thing is the difference between those that succeed and those who don't. That hesitation, that thing of, well, if I say no, will I seem wicked? God said we should forgive. All right, next person.
So I was actually hesitant to confess it.
How to borrow, Jay? How to borrow, Jay? You have spotted the horror. Okay.
But I believe my business solves road problem. That's why.
You believe what?
My business solves.
They all solve problem. All these businesses solve problem. What problem are you solving there, special?
Actually, it's like an e-commerce platform whereby you can purchase gas online. That's.
Yeah, where do you have that business?
But ours is a discounted price.
Should he put his in? Yeah. Why? Why? Ladies and gentlemen, if you cannot answer this simple question, then you have a long way to go in running any business. The ability to make decisions is a fundamental skill that you need in your business. You're welcome. To understand the importance of decision making and the consequence of wrong decisions. Okay, there is a consequence for everything good and bad. It will be very responsible of me not to take this time to recognize a phenomenal woman, a woman of substance, vision, articulation, the wing beneath doctor's wings. Ladies and gentlemen, please make welcome the Gen Z millennial, Madam Akintayo.
The other students started laughing and saying, he's Leslie. He's got a twin brother, Wesley. Wesley's smart. He's DT. And he asked, what's DT? He's the dumb twin. And I said, I am, sir. And he came from behind his desk and he looked at me. He said, don't you? Yes, sir. See, people learn from conversations, from observation, from experiences, from things that are spoken. This event, why it's so very important, because in order to begin to make your dreams become true personally and financially, creating financial freedom, and people say money won't make you happy, but themselves. And the other thing is how to begin to live a life that will outlive you. You have greatness in you. You have the ability to do more than you could ever begin to imagine. And so as you think about some goal that you want to achieve, built-in greatness, we're made in the life. But when you come up in a culture and things are designed to destroy your sense of self, things have been put together to exclude you from participating in living your dream and living the full expression of your greatness, then that impacts you. So while I'm going to be in a process that will affirm you, that will validate you, that will empower you, that will help you to begin to get a larger vision of yourself. And as you think about your goals and dreams, I want you to expand them. Why? Because most people feel not because they aim too high and miss.
I've followed Dr. Stephen Akintayo for many years now. I started out in OOU at the age of 22, waking up at 4 a.m. to becoming one of the world's renowned person now inspiring the world. I actually met him physically at the Biblical Billionaire Conference in 2023. And I remember that year I asked him a question. Then our organization was just a year. Yes, and I asked him a question. I was in 100 level then, and I asked him that, what can I do now as someone that is passionate about changing the world? And I remembered him telling me then that investing in knowledge, he emphasized on investing in knowledge. And since then, I've seen the monumental reward of that investment in knowledge in terms of book, attending conferences, and I have today.
Amen.
Thank you so much.
You should run for president of the class. What's the full name again? Caleb
P. Owolabi.
P.
Yeah,
I like that. Caleb P. Owola. It's nice. It has a nice ring to it. When you tell the ladies your name, what do they do? That's a different masterclass. All right, come and pick one here. Just put your hand in. I like Caleb. They're just some people you meet and you just like them. You don't know why, but you just like them. So the first contestant is your business in here?
Oh, yes.
So you know if I pick your name, you can't participate.
Oh, wow. That's why I was not looking at it when I wanted to be just.
No, I'm just kidding. So we have Kennedy.
Blessing on disguise to me. Actually, I was a civil servant and I had the mentality of a civil servant for a very long time. Though creative though. I started first real estate when I was in school, and I remember we were chased out of the site with knives at Ibadan. And ever since, that story has been a wonderful one. But luckily for me, last year, 2023, towards the end of 2023, I just stumbled on Dr. Stephen Akintayo on YouTube. And he said something that was wonderful. And after looking at that, I saw that I and this man should have started writing about the same time. There is a lot of things I didn't miss. And probably that's why my best book is mentorship. This book on business mentorship is my best, because I later found out that what I actually lacked was the mentorship. A lot of people have the grit, but the mentorship is not there. So I picked up that, and to the glory of God, as at today, we have a total, within last year and this year, we have a total of 10 estates, with one actually sold out. From applying every principle. And what we do in our company is that we have made Dr. Stephen and what he does. Not a lot of people come to conferences, listen, but they don't do. So what we do is that we pick it as a sample, a template, and we run with it wholeheartedly without any addition or subtraction. And it's been doing fantastic. As of today, I met him last time, the last conference, and I told him that, sir, I want to venture into one big project, 500 acre, this, I gave the details. He said, you need to know people like Otedola to do such project. So I went back to one of his books, where I went to read, how will I meet people that are like that? So I demoted myself from being a CEO. I came down to MD. I went to some people's offices. I first looked at the best lawyer in Nigeria. He uses Falana. So I went to check who is Dr. Falana's friend. That is that simple. I found out Dr. G.T. Obey. So I went to Dr. G.T. Obey's office at Ikeja. I said, sir, I want to submit to your mentorship. He said, why? I said, I want something, you have it, and I need to have it. So he made me resume in his office every day. I won't do anything. I'll just be there from morning till 4, sometimes 6. I did that 9 solid times. Yes, without him attending to me. But on the 10th time, he said, come into my office. And today he's on the board of our company. And we have a whole lot of wonderful people. So that's why he said, thank you, sir.
Chopped in Oko. What's the full name again?
The name is Adebowale Oludare.
Adebowale, you should run for president. Adebowale, right?
Yes.
All right, pick a name. Pick a name in there. Whose name?
Helping women feel their most confident self, because we understand that your appearance speaks first before your personality. And we also understand the huge role a woman's appearance plays in how she navigates her everyday life.
Nice. Your dress has been navigating from there. That's why I gave you. The dress was navigating my. All right. So quickly pick one. Do you want to run for president? Would you like to run for president so you can navigate there? All right. I'll put your name down for president. But pick a name. Norom. Okay. What do you do?
I'm an event planner and event producer. I've been in business for 8 years and I've had the opportunity to go on LNG, Bonita events for 4 years. Fantastic.
So you have plenty of money. All right. What made you want to attend this conference?
Okay, so one of those issues, when you, as a contractor, you stumble on a big deal. So we're just two when we started, as in I am my secretary, and you hit a contract where you had like 21 staffs, and you just had to go on with it for 4 years, and I noticed a lot of issues. Structure was crazy. I didn't know what to do. My health was affected, and a lot of things went wrong. I know that I had passion, I know I had the zeal, I was able to pull through. People were like, oh, we love your jobs, but within I was dying. So I got to know about him, that was like a week ago.
Oh, Dr. Steven?
Yes.
Okay.
And that's when he went to, is it Canada?
Canada.
Yes.
Canada. If you cue Canada, if you play Canada song there. Yeah, sorry, Dad.
So I watched him and I was like, he has what I'm looking for.
Very much. My name is Kennedy Danjuma Maina. I am the co-founder of Chean Gas International. Chean Gas, basically what we do is we create an e-commerce platform where you don't need to take your gas out. Or most times, you recall when you try to cook some beautiful jollof rice on a Sunday afternoon or Sunday evening, and what happens? The gas finishes without your knowledge. So what we have done is to create a platform whereby just from the comfort of your home, you can go to the app, click on what you want, the quantity you want, and you get your gas delivered to you at the comfort of your home. So far so good. We started about 2 years ago, and for the time being, we are just located in Port Harcourt. Yes, we are opening an outlet in Calabar, but we are in Port Harcourt for now. And I want to say my favorite quote that goes, do it like your life depends on it. Why? Because it does. And I'm here because of Dr. Steven, and I was at JPI, and when he came to speak, I just heard something he said about most businesses only depend on leadership. They teach about leadership and not other aspects. And that was what spurred my mind to come here. I said, whatever it will take, I'll be here to get what I need to my next level. So that's basically who I am and what we do and why I'm here. Thank you very much.
I have questions. How many gases have you delivered so far?
We delivered 200.
Do you have mobile web?
No, we don't have mobile web.
Thank you.
Thanks.
I was just looking at the videos of Dr. Steven Akintayo on YouTube. So we kept learning and learning and learning, and I converted that into training realtors. So that's all we've been doing. We've been training realtors. And when we get done with that, I just partnered with somebody who owns a property and bought it like twice the price he intends to sell it before. So in the middle of like 6 months, we were able to sell 50 plots at the start. And by now, in that same location, we've acquired over 180 plots in Kwara State, Malete. Also, from the profits from that transaction, we've been able to convert and get even more properties within Ilorin, which we just acquired another 20 acres in attachment with that. So my aim is if we can find a possibility of holding training sessions in Lagos. With that 1 million naira, I could hold a training session and train new salespeople to sell properties in Lagos. Although we don't have currently a property in Lagos, but we'll scale through that moment when we get there. So we are looking forward to getting properties in Lagos. But then, starting first, we must first train realtors. So I'm looking forward to getting up to ₦1 million. Then I'll be able to hold a training conference here in Lagos State. Thank you.
Is it the real estate or the training program?
It's the training program, sir.
You didn't talk about the financials of the training program. Well, like, do you charge for it? Is it free? How do you make money from it?
Okay, I'm not yet popular like that. I may not be able to charge. And the goal is to raise realtors, then probably partner with Gtext or see a property where we can sell. So when we raise these realtors, we now make them make sales here.
Thank you.
My name is Akintayo Adewale. I'm the CEO of Megaphone Global. We are into truck logistics. We started in 2017. Actually, the dream was birthed when I joined Ola as a management training. And each time we had management training, the issue is always we don't have enough truck to meet the goals, to meet the sales demand. I said to myself, someone has to bridge this gap. That gave birth to Megaphone Global. Megaphone means mercy, grace, and favor. The first 3 letters. All right, we work in Ibadan, Ilorin, Kaduna, Kano, Port Harcourt. I started with 2.5 million gotten from the car loan given to me in 2016 in Ola. And in 2021, we did a revenue of 1.2 billion. Currently, in 2023, we did a revenue of 4 billion. Currently, first quarter 2025, we already crossed 1 billion. All right. This is my team. This is me. This is my team. This is a problem we solve. The challenge is always that there are lesser number of trucks compared to the demand in most blue chip manufacturing companies like Olam. We have contract with Olam, active, vibrant contract with Olam, with La Casera. We are currently working on Bromacidol. We also have with Wakot, Nigeria. Need for more trucks, efficient and well-managed trucks. Those are the solutions we are providing. Trucks for perishable goods. You always have the challenge of tomatoes coming from the north. When they arrive in Lagos, more than 30% of those goods are bad. All right. If you are buying a brand new truck, 2 categories. If you are buying a brand new truck, I can break it down in one truck. I will restrict it to local deliveries, Lagos and Southwest. I'll break it down in a year.
Excuse me, you're talking to the CEO of Wakana. We don't do talking about.
Well, it's location specific. It's also not wise to buy a brand new truck.
What is the What is the investment size for a brand new truck?
Around 130 million. Compartmental. The air is 85.
I got it.
Oh, yes.
And you're saying that 130 million, break even 18 months.
Yes.
And what's the residual value of that truck? The truck doesn't die in 18 months.
Of course.
They can then go back to, what is the cost of the Tokumbo truck?
The Tokumbo truck is around 40 million.
40 million. So that means that I will make my money back 130 million in 18 months, and for the next 12 months I can get 40 million out of it. Because now it's Tokumbo after 18.
It's not that straightforward. It's a few other complications. What we usually do is that, yes, the standard is 18 months, but we always edge around 2 years.
No, you can't edge. 18 months to get my 130 back, 40
Yes.
mil. For 12 months, I get 40 mil back. That means in a total of 2.5 years, I get a total of 170 million back, and I can edge against foreign exchange, correct?
Yes, but I will comfortably stay on 2 years.
2 years what?
24 months.
For what?
For the brand.
You give me 130 back in 2 years.
Yes.
130 back in 2 years. Okay. Thanks.
That's why he's the CEO.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Omotosho Damilola, the CEO and the Managing Director of TC Horizon Properties. TC Horizon Property was funded in 2024. The reason for funding TC Horizon Properties for the fact that I love anything real estate. I've been a lover of business from the onset, but for real estate, I have different passion for real estate. So even while I was in school, I graduated from Ekiti State University. So while I was in school, I was already thinking of what should I do? How can I do something when I graduate? So I was already into things. So 2024, we funded TC Horizon Properties, looking into investments, helping people to invest in land. Then after like some months, I was like, there's something unique that I can actually add to us, which is farming. I was like, oh yeah. So we decided to go into farming. To the glory of God, currently we have 4 estates. We have one in Ketu Epe, which is New Rome Estate, and then after that we have funded. We have 2 farming estates currently that's currently on sale. And that is located at Ilado, that is Jebu Ode to Ikorodu Expressway. So for this 1 million naira, I believe if this 1 million naira is invested in us, it will help us to grow our business, especially in the aspect of workers, the growing realtors.
And my name is Akintayo, and I'm going to show you about magic blocks. From $60 to $400 in 2 months. How my success story began. In 2021, I was 7 years old. My aunt asked us if we want to sell perfume oil. I said yes, but my siblings said no. I went selling to house by house until I was done selling all the perfume oil. She gave me my commission. In 2024, I started my business, Ace Amazing Caring Different, on my birthday. My dad gave me $60, so I told my mom to help me buy some products to sell with my money instead of buying candy with it. This was how I started my magic blocks business. Wow. My first exhibition. My wonderful clients. Video demonstration. Thanks to all my cheerleaders who have helped me grow this business, and to my first buyer, Lady Tommy. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And
it's important so it can build young children's minds, or it can help adults. Thank you.
No, hold on, we have questions.
To my, who wants to buy it, or
where?
Online?
Where? If I want to buy this product, where can I buy this product?
You can buy it outside.
I'm not here right now. I heard about magic blocks. Where else can I buy magic blocks? No, it's not yours. No?
Online.
Are you have a website?
Yes.
You have a website that I can buy magic blocks
Yes,
from?
but we're not yet completed.
Okay, good.
We're going to launch it soon.
Okay, good. You're going to launch a website to sell it. I want you to stop clapping.
Yes, sir.
We're talking business. The website to distribute.
Yes.
Can people your age go to the website?
Yes, anyone.
How much is magic blocks? Can you tell me?
100,000 naira for one.
Okay. Is there a payment plan behind it? So if I can afford 100,000, but I can afford 25,000 multiple times, or I can afford 2,000 or 3,000, or I can rent it. You have that program behind.
Not yet.
Okay, 2 million, and I take 10% of your business.
5%.
No, 2 million, I take 10% of your business, I give you the investment right now, and we give you my SPV to one part of your business. I will help you with distribution, we help you with selling, We have been growing.
Ladies and gentlemen, the deal has been done. 2 million naira for 5% stake distribution. Oh, is that 5? Wait, hold on.
I've always been a leader because I'm an event planner, and I remember so many times I was correcting some of the Gtext people about some things that I felt they didn't do right. I can actually assure you that I'm not going to play with this role. I'm going to take it serious, but you must be willing because I'm a hard worker. I just have to warn you. There's no sleep. We'll gather ourselves. So if you have anybody in Nigerian Energy, just ask them or Fabulous You. They'll tell you, I don't sleep. I can assure everyone that we'll make it.
Thank you.
Taylor, do you want to say anything? Say something. Even if it's a quick bird.
Okay, yes, I want to sincerely appreciate the vote of confidence of everyone in me, and I want to assure that I'm ready to work alongside her and every other person to achieve the desired result, and even in the process, build capacity, build more experience towards delivering something substantial. Thank you so much, everyone.
Fantastic. I think just to round up, it's very important you look at the journey of today and everyone on the stage from when they started. And if morning shows the day, it tells you that a year from now, they will not be the same people, especially under the right leadership, due to the mentorship, all the shifts that you can put. They will excel and they will grow. And that is the difference, ladies and gentlemen. That is why I still believe very strongly that Nigeria is one of the greatest countries in the world, not because of where we are, but because of what we could be. And not too many people can connect with that because they're living in the present. Some people say that, pardon my friends, that, oh, Nigeria is shit. But where is the best place to plant a seed? Inside manure. That is the best place to plant a seed that will grow. It's all about perception and how bad do you want it. All right? So once again, congratulations. So we have our class president. Please step forward. We need to see your manifesto. So you'll hear from them. They're all going to be part of the ESCO, and of course, we'll keep you updated. But congratulations to them, the Business Growth Conference. Looking forward to 2.0, courtesy, all of them. Well done, guys. A round of applause.
Go. They say, start small and dream big. But nobody tells me how wild it gets when my growth outgrows my wings. Nobody told me that this dream big comes with sleepless nights. What time did you sleep? 3 a.m. Business owners staring at dashboards under dim lights. Refreshing stride with God, please let us one still come. You can relate, right? Whispering KPIs like prayer requests. Growth aren't pretty. It comes with patience and greed. It comes with showing up even when your head is going out. It comes with clients ghosting and ads not converting. But you know what? You still keep pitching. You deserve a round of applause. Yes. Scaling up is not just a goal. No. We are all here to scale to 10 figures, yeah? Yes? So scaling up is not just a goal. Scaling up is building a structure that captures your soul. Scaling up is learning to lead, learning to hire, and keeping it going. So when they ask you, what do? You tell them, if you're a lady, you can flip your hair. And if you're a man, you can head over with shoulder arm. And tell them, I build, I grow, and I follow through. Can we say that? I build, again, I build, I grow, and I follow through. 6 figures you have for 10 figures. But 10 figures cannot just be built. 10 figures is structures and system. Yes. 10 figures is building an empire from a scattered path. But you can do it. So let's go again. When they say, what do? You say what? Let's bring in the energy. I build. Yes. We are not stopping. We are not giving up. We started too far to stop now. So for that business, it's becoming a global brand. Yes or yes? Yes or yes? So we're in this room to scale. But we are not just scaling. We are scaling to figures. And we are not just scaling in any figure. We are scaling to 10 figures. And we are not just scaling.
You know, you just have to be. I've said this that I wish we entrepreneurs can be as courageous as Nigerian politicians, right? You know, they are the most, I kid you not, the guy will tell you how to be Nigerian president. He's never even seen the four walls of a university before. He has a farm, and I'm not mentioning a name, right? And the farm has not grown in years. Nothing. And then it tells you he's not corrupt. And he will boldly go over Nigeria. You have not even gone all over Nigeria to market your business. He will go all over Nigeria to tell Nigerians that he can change Nigeria. How many of you are with me? That takes courage, right? To know nothing, right? And boldly communicate how you can change a whole country of over 200 million people. You as an entrepreneur, you don't have that kind of courage. You're asking yourself, is my business plan okay? Is my this okay? I'm not sure. I'm scared. What if it goes bad? These guys are not scared if they become president and for 8 years they don't change the country. Tell your neighbor, become more courageous. Come on. Tap your neighbor, say neighbor. Chop liver. So I'm just sharing briefly. I will celebrate the founder of Rough and Tumble and his No, come up. I've started my session, by the way. Right, so I'm just, welcoming you. Right. So I will have to rush my session. I think I have 24 minutes, and wherever I stop, I'll stop so we can have her. And then we'll move to go have lunch and start the VIP session. I had to insist that we needed her to stay because I believe there's so much we'll get from the Q&A. A lot of these conferences, if you really want to get the best, is in the Q&A because you can then get customized answers. Does that make sense? Right? Okay, so the art of business what? Resilience. How to grow amidst economic challenges. Next slide. Okay, so 1 to go, let's read it. Any quote you see here, we'll all read together. 1 to go. Yeah, so if you're going to really scale, grow your business in this economy, or more, you have to be that kind of entrepreneur that can adapt, that can pivot, that can grow. I remember 2016, right? Naira just moved from 190 or something, right, to over 400. What nation do you have that kind of shake? And we do real estate. So cement had to go up. A lot of what you used to build had to go up. Okay, that was a major shake. But for me, it was that time I said, this company must start making money in dollars. We can't wait and only make money in Naira. We have to be able to make money in dollars. And it's a critical aspect. And that's when we started saying, let's expand. And now we're in Dubai, we're in the US. Because we have to. And, today we're having a situation where by the time you convert, Nigeria, you do billions in sales, but how much of it is profit? And then when you convert to dollars, what you've done is chicken change, right? Meanwhile, in Dubai, there are days you do over $1 million in one day. And because it's in dollars, it's the title of a book by the Robert Schiller, Tough Time Never Lasts, Tough People Do. Powerful book. And I think that's the mindset you need to bring to entrepreneurship. That mindset of, because I'm resilient, because I'm staying, because I'm not giving up, we will run this show. We'll dominate this. I always say I'm not always the smartest in the room, but I will hustle anybody, any day, anytime. Okay? And it's that grit that takes you to the next level. Okay, next. So this is one of the biggest thing I'm proud of. I've done over 3,000 videos. I think I deserve a round of applause. Right? But not just that, I then at some point said I needed to work. I needed to work with a lot of people I've looked up to, role models over the years. And this cost us over $1 million. Do you know what it means to bring Grant Cardone? Grant Cardone costs on the SAU platform is 2 programs. And for each session, he charged $50,000. Everybody say $50,000. The session you watch of Les Brown this morning was $15,000. So sometimes when we do classes, and so I brought John Maxwell, 35K, and we had to bring Robert Kiyosaki, all of them, and with my own course, we put it on a platform we now call the Stephen Akintayo University. So you're able to go there, watch these programs, write some quiz, and even get a certification, a digital certification for that course that you've done. And it's so rich a platform. Are we together? It's so rich, and I'm not sure you can ever find anything this rich with these people there. Okay, it costs us a lot to put together. And like I said, you all have 1 month access, and those in VIP have 3 months access for free, because you can clap well if she appreciates that. Because we charge $247 every month for it, but we're giving you that opportunity. But we're also doing a massive discount I will ask you to take advantage of, where you can pay for 1 year, 6 months, and have access to it. We're also then adding a new thing to the next slide, which is coaching. We realize that if you leave people to this program, they don't really go to the next level. So we're adding something called group coaching. So just like you're all here, you're able to every week, have somebody coach you, in that specific area that you're looking at. So let's read this one to go. I don't like this, your mood. Are we hungry? Can we read better? 1 to go.
Challenges are already rising cost of living. But history teaches us sometimes also innovation.
Yeah. Our business grew by over 500% during COVID. And this is very important. I share this story.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know about you, but me, I'm good. I'm good. Look at your neighbor, say, I'm good. I'm good.
So we will continue during the VIP session. Let's just go for lunch. I'll leave you in the hands of our MC. Thank you. God bless you.